Hi guys. So today I'm just giving more of a general overview on chi running as opposed to specialized little tips. Um, I suppose you might often might ask the question, why learn how to run as such? Learn a running technique. Um, should be second nature. We're all born to run, but I suppose the thing is, particularly in adults, we often develop um, bad habits, so it's to bring the awareness back to, your actual running form, because it's these habits that if you're, running and you have this continuous habit that is potentially going to cause injury, well, then I suppose you have a problem. So what she running does is it'll hopefully bring your awareness to balance you out, to bring awareness to your posture, how you're holding yourself, and then bring that forward into your running. Because if what we want to think about, like, posture is key, posture is number one. So focusing on balancing out your posture and that you're nice and aligned, um, and then that bringing through into your running technique can drastically reduce the risk of injury. It can make you more efficient, so it's all these things that are just so important going forward. It's like, if you go to the gym, if you're lifting weights, you obviously learn the correct technique. If you're going swimming, if you're a swimmer learning to swim, obviously you learn the correct technique and you work on it all the time. So from a chi running point of view, if you go to a chi running workshop, it's just bringing your awareness maybe to something you didn't even realize that you did. And it could be something that would drastically then reduce the impact, as with the oncoming road as you move forward. And I suppose at the end of the day, what chi running will do for you is just to build a foundation of good running form, and then you move forward. And then the idea is, whether you're a beginner, whether you're an ultra marathon runner, it's irrelevant whether you're a 6 minute miler or a 10 minute miler. It doesn't matter. It's just about that, bringing that awareness to how you move, so often, like for myself personally, I find that you might have good running technique most of the time, but supposing then at the end of a long run, if you're training for a marathon, or of course you see all those fabulous race photos, when you're putting yourself under pressure, and it can all just go out the window. So particularly when you get tired and then you start maybe leaning from the waist, or you start heel striking when you wouldn't normally heel strike because you're pushing your legs forward, and it's about it becoming second nature so that you won't do that. And that's often where injuries happen. They happen at those moments when you lose your focus and you lose your concentration, so yeah, chi running really is, as I said, it's about building that foundation. It's about maybe just making a little tiny little tweak to your running form, so that you can then relax more as you move forward. You can enjoy the running experience, which is what we all want to do. I mean, as runners, we should actually enjoy running. I mean, I might be stating the obvious, but often you'll hear, like, that people just find running so tough. But if you can just get those guidelines to kind of, so as I said, it would become second nature, so that your posture, you find your rhythm, you feel balanced, you're working the muscles evenly. So you're not, say, if you're, say, for example, running on the balls of your feet, you're really your poor old calf muscles are taking the load, and then over time the injury is going to happen. So it could be just the most subtle thing, and it can transform your running, so that's why video analysis is so helpful, which a lot of which I do in most of my workshops, where you'll actually analyze how you're running, and then go through the chi running technique, and then analyze your running again and just see these subtle little differences. So yeah, so that's just an overview on, I suppose, the benefits of um, chi running, and as I said, just adapting your current running form. This could be the smallest little thing. So guys, yep, that's just something I wanted to share with you today. Hopefully I'll be back with chi running workshops in Piltown, County Kilkenny, by mid to late summer, working in small groups, maintaining social distancing. Uh, I will also really look into moving further afield, maybe going to Waterford, Kilkenny, I don't know, Tipperary, wherever, um, and to do kind of workshops further with further afield. But that's something I need to think about. So feel free to get in touch at any time. If you're running over the weekend, enjoy, have a great weekend, guys, and take care. And I'll chat to you again soon.